What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, DC Too Cool, back again for another video. Today's topic is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The top 5 things Sparking Zero needs in order to stay alive and to thrive. These 5 things, I think most people will agree with me, but even if you don't, fuck you, is my video. Okay, you won't listen anyway. Moving on. So number 5. Off top, story expansion. Okay, when you get these DLCs, when you give these updates, similar to Xenoverse, there needs to be expanded story with cutscenes, with details. Put some money into it. Don't just give us the slideshow, the clip show. Give us high-end graphics, full production details into the story mode. The full diamond story, front to back. You know, you want to start adding the GT story in as a DLC pack. If you want to add in the what if stuff that you've done, you know, Xenoverse has what if stuff all the time. Most of the stories that they tell in the DLC are original what if stories. You know, they made up their own original stories. You know, the crystal ray, but the crystals with Goku Black and Jiren, the corrupted. You know what I'm saying? Versions of the characters and Vegeta, Alter Ego at home. You know. So they made original stories. You know, what if Goku got Super Saiyan 4 instead of Super Saiyan God? You know, they did that one a couple years ago and everything. So they've done a bunch of original stories and stuff and what if stuff with Xenoverse. If you already have what if stuff in the game, we could expand upon that in Sparking Zero and add it with the DLC with the characters as more of a value. Because just characters alone is not going to cut it. Xenoverse gives you characters, accessories, quests, moves, outfits, etc. They need to add more stuff with the story mode. Because the story mode, when it's in the cutscenes and things like that, it looks good as well. But most of the time, it's just lazy and just not very well done in a cinematic way. They need to add a cinematic level detail with the DLC for each update that they do, which give people a reason to play. Okay, number 4, modes. We need modes, offline modes. A lot of people don't care about playing online. A lot of people play Xenoverse right now. People use Xenoverse as a reference because it's lasted and thrived for 8 years, despite what the community, some people in the community is dead, there's that and the third. Despite what they say, they're not going to add updates, 21 updates for a game for 8 years is dead. It just logically makes no sense. And Xenoverse has been able to survive because of the updates that they do. And it's always a reason for people to come back and play. Modes. So they had that mode, like that raid mode, right? That raid mode, whatever. That was a cool start. Little brother thing they had going on. That was a cool start, right? Now they need to add other modes. Why isn't there some kind of offline mode that gives you rewards or something like that you can do? You know, they had Mission 101 in Tenkaichi 3. They had Battle Zone in Raging Blast 2. There's really no mode like that for you to grind and actually gain something. The Flame Wars you can get in Raging Blast, you know, doing certain objectives like that. And, you know, some actual, something for your trouble. Something like, oh, that's fire, that's sweet. And only few people have it because only few people complete this mode. You know, they don't have anything rewarding to give you outside of, you play World Tournaments over and over again to get the Dragon Balls. That's cool, it gives you reason to play the tournaments. But after that, and once you've bought everything, there's really no other reason to play the tournaments unless you don't mess around. But there's no other modes outside the World Tournament and the Custom Battle, which is convoluted, not user-friendly, a great idea, a good concept, poorly executed. Xenoverse Photo Mode is way better. They just have more options as far as like panels or whatever. But you can go frame by frame in Xenoverse Photo Mode. Like, you see my work on the channel. If you haven't, go look. I've done some really great things that other creators have as well. But yeah, it's a good idea, poorly executed. Number 3, maps. I mean, this was coming. Listen, man, I don't care how great these maps are, how big they are, how expensive they are. We get tired of playing on the same maps. There's Kami's Lookout is missing, an iconic staple that's been around since Budokai 1. That's been around forever. It's a classic map, both aesthetically and as far as, in the show, how big of a part it plays. They're at Kami's Lookout all the time in the show. For them not to have it in this game is insanity. I don't understand how that even, when you decided on the final maps, I don't even know how that map was not even like, yeah, we're going to use comments. So yeah, we're going to skip this one. How was that even decided? I would love to have been in that boardroom. Like, how did y'all come to that decision? You know, and they count and they cheat and count Destroy Planet Namek. And Planet Namek is two different maps. Planet Namek's at the top, Destroy Planet Namek all the way at the bottom, when they should just be able to switch over like you do with the mountains, evening, night, noon, you know. Why can't you just switch over? They got it all the way down to the bottom like it's a separate map. It's the same map. You know, just destroyed. So, they really don't have as many maps as they claim because they cheat with one of them. You know, so, yeah, the map's absolutely unacceptable. There's no ice map, no glacier map. You know, there is Corin Towers not in here. And that's more of a reach, but that's just something I can see. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many maps that are missing. Planet Beerus' map is not in the game. What? The only console game that has Planet Beerus' map is Kakarot. The only one. Where's Planet Beerus' map? And if this is something fighters struggle with too, they had no maps in that game. And then when they added a map in the game, they added that World Tournament cyber futuristic fake original map for their tournaments that nobody asked for. Why would you add that map instead of adding the actual World Tournament map from the series? I never understood that. It's a head scratcher. So it's crazy. So you get the point. Maps, right? Moving on. Number 2, customization. Bro, there are so many outfits missing. It's not even funny. Where is Gohan, Teen Gohan's, really Cell Games Gohan, but for people who don't understand that, Teen Gohan's Bojack Goku gi? Come on, bro. Where is Goku's NZ gi? What are we doing here? There are so many costumes missing from this game, it's not even funny. I don't understand it. It's really head scratching. None of these, I mean, even if you wanted to make a costume pack for DLC, you could do that, and people will pay. People will pay. A costume pack, only costumes. All the other fighting games do it. Street Fighter does it. Tekken does it. What's the name does it? It's not even a fighting game, really. It's kind of a fighting game. The Musou games, like Dynasty Warriors, they have costume packs. People will pay. So, why are there no costumes in this game, man? The accessories, I mean, you can do a Halo for like 3 characters or something, a handful of characters. You can't put, why can't you put a Halo over any character that you wanted to, who actually ever died in the series or was drawn with a Halo over their head? Why can't you put a Scout over every Saiyan if you wanted to? Again, another feature where Xenoverse shines and why this game is being held back from what it could be. Where are the costumes, man? I don't get this. There are so many costumes that are missing from this game, and they have a whole shop, and they have a bunch of costumes, but a bunch of them are, you scratch your head like, where's this one at? Where is Tien's winter costume at? That'll make sense. I don't understand this. It's really strange how a lot of costumes and accessories are omitted from this game. It doesn't make any sense at all. You can't even change the colorway and give somebody an alternate color of a costume. That's not even a possibility in this game. It's extremely strange. The customization is extremely lacking in this game. You know, and we were led to believe that it's going to be extensive, and it's not at all. It's extremely strange. This game feels like it was not really ready to come out the door. This game really probably should have dropped in October of this year, 2025, instead of October of last year, 2024. I think it would have been a much better, more complete, more polished project than what it actually came out to be. It's good. Some people will argue it's very good, but it could have been great or amazing if they actually took more time to give us the stuff that people are looking for. I mean, Dragon Ball's been over. Even the more current stuff, that's why it is, and that's kind of been over or, you know, quiet for quite some time. People want everything at this point. You know, it doesn't make any sense. You know. So, moving on to number 1. Co-op. Multiplayer. Why can we not do 3 versus 3, or 4 versus 4, or 5 versus 5, or 2 versus 2 with real people or friends? Fighters has party battle. 3-on-3, everybody can be a real person online and play against other real people online. Xenoverse from 2016 has that feature. 3-on-3, real friends, real people online, whether your friends or enemies, or people random, it could be anybody, ranked or unranked, whatever. with limits, without limitations, playing against each other. How do you have a team-based game like this that's online in 2025, or 2024 at the time, without the option to have real people play? And we're going to circle back to that Broly raid thing that they had. In Xenoverse, their raid, there are points. And the points actually give you a costume or some kind of accessories or some kind of super souls, something tangible in the game that you have to play that mode within a time period to actually earn something. They didn't have that in this game, and you can play with up to 6 people, real people, to play. Why do I have to play that mode by myself? And then they limited with DP battle. DP points. I should be able to pick whoever I want to pick and play the way I want to play with my friends. But they didn't give you that option. So there you have it, the top 5 things that Sparking Zero needs to be better, to stay alive, and to thrive. Tell me if you guys agree, what you guys think. Till next video, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Peace out, y'all.